The creators of Fighter Within want you to know that this Kinect-driven Xbox One fighting game has absolutely nothing to do with Kinect One's abysmal Fighters Unleashed. Ubisoft was the same publisher, yes, but it's carrying a different name and being developed by a different studio. And they say they've learned some major lessons from its disaster of a predecessor. It helps that this new Kinect is a lot more accurate and responsive than the first one. Punches, kicks, and other moves happen on screen almost one-to-one when you make the gestures. Still, what good would a fighting game be if you couldn't do awesome things you're incapable of in real life? For that, Fighter Within has you strike a certain pose or gesture, which triggers a heroic or fantastic move like kicking off a pole or doing a dragon punch-like uppercut. I faced off against one of the Ubisoft developers and predictably got my butt kicked. But that's beside the point. I found Fighter Within to be quite responsive, and both of us absolutely broke a sweat, especially when I'd try a super move that could be blocked if my opponent beat me in the repeatedly push your hands at the screen minigame. It's pretty tiring, especially when you then have to go back to punching high and low and kicking left and right. My main problem with the few matches I got to play is how it mixes the direct motion gestures and the animation-based moves. I kept finding myself trying to punch or kick, only to see the game do nothing because it wasn't finished with the previous animation-based move yet. Not only was it a lot of wasted energy, but it made the game seem like it really was unresponsive, even though it's actually not. Ultimately, I think your 12-year-old nephews are gonna flip out for this game, flailing away in front of the TV as their virtual avatars pummel each other. That is, if you allow them to play Fighter Within, since it's rated T for teen. For more on this Xbox One launch title, you're already in the right place. IGN.